Hello world, it's Hatim Tekri. Today I want to show you something interesting. How embedded systems power real medical devices that doctors use every day. When people think about medical devices, they imagine complex machines. But inside most of these devices, there is a simple idea. A sensor collects data from the human body. A microcontroller processes that data. Then the device displays the result or sends it to another system. Let's look at some real examples. First example, glucose monitors. A glucose monitor measures the amount of sugar in a person's blood. Inside the device, a chemical sensor reacts with the blood sample. This reaction produces a very small electrical signal. The microcontroller reads this signal through an ADC. Then signal processing converts that electrical signal into a blood glucose value. Finally, the result is shown on the display. Some modern glucose monitors also send the data to a mobile app via Bluetooth. Second example, ECG machines. An ECG machine measures the electrical activity of the heart. Electrodes are placed on the patient's body. These electrodes capture extremely small electrical signals generated by the heart. The embedded system first uses analog front-end circuits to amplify and filter the signal. Then the microcontroller or processor performs digital signal processing. It detects heart rhythms, abnormalities, and patterns. Finally, the ECG waveform is displayed on a screen or stored in hospital systems. Third example, infusion pumps. Infusion pumps deliver very precise amounts of medication into a patient's body. Inside the pump, the embedded system controls a motor mechanism. Sensors monitor the flow rate and pressure. The microcontroller continuously checks if the medicine is being delivered at the correct rate. If something goes wrong, like a blockage or incorrect dosage, the system immediately triggers an alarm. Safety and reliability are extremely critical in these devices. Fourth example, pulse oximeters. Pulse oximeters measure oxygen saturation in blood. You usually clip them onto your finger. Inside the device, there are two LEDs. One emits red light. The other emits infrared light. A photodiode detects how much light passes through the finger. The microcontroller analyzes the difference between the two signals. Using this data, the device calculates oxygen saturation and heart rate. Then the results are displayed instantly. Now let's look at the common architecture used in most medical devices. It usually follows this flow. Sensor. The sensor collects physical signals from the human body. Temperature, electrical signals, light, pressure, or chemical reactions. Then the signal goes to the microcontroller. This is the brain of the embedded system. It reads the sensor data using ADCs or digital interfaces. Next comes signal processing, filtering noise, amplifying signals, running algorithms, and converting into meaningful medical measurements. Finally, the results go to display or connectivity systems. This could be an LCD screen, a hospital monitoring system, a mobile application, or a cloud platform. This architecture is used in many modern connected medical devices. And when IoT is added, these devices can send patient data directly to hospitals or cloud systems. This is where embedded systems meet cloud engineering. And that is exactly the type of system I like to build. From device firmware to backend infrastructure. If you're interested in learning how real IoT medical devices are designed, this channel will explore those systems in detail. From hardware architecture to firmware design to cloud connectivity. Thanks for watching the video. I will see you in the next one.